And now, your NBC26 Storm Shield forecast with meteorologist Gino Recchia.
We had a few fair weather clouds moving across the area this afternoon, blowing in from the east as we had some nice east and northeast winds. But towards the afternoon, overcast skies kind of continued, and that's been dampening our warming trend. The temperatures, they're not going to be warming up by much over the next couple of days, but in terms of averages, well, we'll get towards the averages as well. So at least we're not talking about 50s or 40 degrees for high temperatures. Right now, 69 degrees. We have a wind continuing out of the east at 10 miles per hour. Dew point relatively dry at 59 degrees. Our sunset just after 8:30 p.m. this evening. 70s still holding on towards Waupaca and Watoma, 60 degrees in Sheboygan, 65 in Sister Bay, 67 in Mountain, but only 58 in Kewaunee. So by the lakeshore, once again, with that wind off the lake, it is a little cooler if you're living by Lake Michigan. Temperatures today are a few degrees warmer or cooler on either side of the spectrum. Not much of a change from what we saw yesterday. And today we did have additional cloud cover, so that didn't really help us warm up by much. Winds continuing out of the east and northeast, and that'll be the case tonight into tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon and even into the beginning of the work week. But eventually we'll be changing slightly out of the south and southeast, and that should be warming us up into the upper 70s to kick off on Monday. For right now, it is relatively dry and quiet. We just have a few clouds that are coming in from the west from this large storm complex that has been causing some havoc over parts of southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. There are several severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, and they have had a few tornado, or I should say funnel cloud reports, 4 of which, a couple hail reports, some gusty winds damaging some structures out there. But this is all because of this system that's way out to the west over Saskatchewan and Alberta. This low pressure will eventually make its way into our neck of the woods, but right now this high pressure is acting as a roadblock and keeping dry air, and what that is doing is as it's pumping in that east and northeast wind, these storms, as they encounter that dry air, they're fizzling out. But eventually this high pressure will move off to the east, allow this storm system to make its way into our area, and it looks like by Tuesday or Wednesday we could have a chance of a few isolated showers and thunderstorms in the area. Now for tonight, there is a chance of maybe an isolated shower, but that should be really confined down to the southwest of us because of that dry air that's really moving in and preventing any of that moisture from reaching the surface. So best chance of seeing any rain, isolated shower will be down towards Sheboygan, towards Berlin. Farther northward, mainly just cloudy skies. Then as we get towards the day tomorrow, a mix of some sun and clouds, maybe more sunshine by the afternoon hours. Temperatures rising back up into the upper 60s and some of us into the lower and mid 70s. Clearing by Monday morning, and then by Monday afternoon, I do expect us to get back into the 70s. But it's been pretty dry. Just taking a look since back in May 15th, we've only had just over an inch of rainfall, and the normal up to this date is close to 3 inches. So we're almost 2 inches below the normal, and you probably are perhaps seeing the grass a little bit dry. Well, according to one forecast model over the next 7 days, here's where the majority of the rainfall will be setting up. That's where that stationary front is, and for us, well, it doesn't look like much rainfall is in that forecast. For tonight, cooling down to an overnight low 57 degrees. We'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies, maybe an isolated shower, but that should be really confined down to the south. For tomorrow, an isolated shower maybe real early in the morning down towards Berlin area, 73 degrees. Winds out of the east and northeast, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Could see gusts maybe near 20 miles per hour at times. Mid and upper 70s Monday and Tuesday. Then we cool back down a little bit by the end of the work week into the weekend. But take a look, a high of 81. Not too hot, not too cold. And I think this is a good temperature trend to save a couple bucks on that air conditioning.
And Gino, you don't know this about me, but
yes.
I love the 80s.
Do you?
And the 90s. But
well, you're from California.
I am.
So,
and the music too.
Oh, and the music. Great California music.
What weather do you like? Do you like mostly like the cooler weather?
I
or
prefer
the
70s.
You
That's
do?
kind of like good exercising weather
it is,
for me.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, you like tennis, I remember that.
That's true.
All right, thanks Gino. We'll still ahead tonight.